There's nothing fun about a nightmare. If losing a good night's sleep weren't bad enough, losing it because you're experiencing some of your biggest fears while dreaming, which should be a pleasant experience, only adds insult to injury. But have you ever thought about why you have nightmares? Maybe if we understand them a little better, they won't bother us as much. So, what is the science behind your worst dreams? Sleep happens in cycles, and most dreams occur during the rapid eye movement or REM phase of sleep. During a nightmare, you're usually in the last third of your sleep cycle, when REM is the strongest. During this phase of the sleep cycle, your brain starts working differently. Some parts become highly active, while others become dormant. Also, your brain shuts off communication with the body, causing your limbs to be temporarily paralyzed for sleep. This paralysis is nature's way of making sure we do not act out our dreams and thus prevents injury. When it comes to nightmares, it seems that the amygdala is the culprit for the frightful experiences. This part of the brain regulates your emotions. During a nightmare, the amygdala can be hyperactive, and since it controls your fear and aggression, everything is magnified. Also, some parts of the brain involved in judgment function at lower levels than normal. As a result, we aren't great at using logic and rationality, which is why even the strangest dreams can seem real, and really scary. So, if you fell asleep worrying about your final exam the next day, a nightmare may play on your fears of being late to the exam or not knowing the answers. While the contents of nightmares may be scary, there's nothing to worry about if you have a nightmare once in a while. An estimated 10 to 50% of young children between the ages of 5 and 12 years old experience severe nightmares, while 2 to 8% of the adult population have nightmares. But it is known that stress, anxiety, irregular sleep, and substance abuse seem to be correlated to an increased frequency in nightmares. Perhaps the most studied case is post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. In one study, researchers found that out of 314 participants who are recent survivors of serious car and motorcycle accidents, 25% were still having nightmares 2 weeks after the incidents, and 19% still struggled with them 3 months later. Having a mental health disorder can also contribute to disturbing sleep sessions. A study of nearly 14,000 adults found that insomnia and depression are the strongest risk factors for frequent nightmares. Sometimes, nightmares can be more than just a bad dream. Nightmare disorder is a condition in which people experience chronic, intense nightmares over a prolonged period of time. The nightmares are so intense that they cause the person great distress and may interfere with the subject's work or social life. A recent study tried to find out which part of the brain is responsible for giving people nightmares and negative emotions during sleep. Researchers monitored people's brains as they slept and asked them to report the emotional content of their dreams. People who reported feeling angry during their dreams showed greater alpha band brain activity in their right frontal cortex. Studies like this could help scientists understand why nightmares occur and how we can fix them.